Hey guys, Tyrone here.
Whoa. Chat, we're live. Yeah, we're live. Wow, so
No, we're good.
what a very eventful week, everybody. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, this is what happens when rap takes breaks, guys.
Yeah, I
The
go
whole world does stuff.
within 24 hours of my break. Oh
Let's
my,
see, we get a nuclear war. We get Trump possibly recognizing Palestine. You get a trade deal between the U.S. and China.
holy shit. All right, guys. So it's be a quick stream today. I just want to see how everyone's doing. Just talk about what's going on in really China. Talk Palestine a little bit. Before we get into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, enjoy the channel today. These are great ways.
$1 a month. Great way to support the channel. Also, super chats, pretty
Yep.
cheap. That helps the channel as well.
Now you can tell I'm still a little bit sick, so it's better than it was.
Stop being sick.
Oh
You
yeah,
didn't-
just stop being sick.
You didn't consent to it.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I'm a little bit better, guys. You can tell from my voice I'm a little bit better. It's still not as good as I should be, but I can at least speak properly. So, all right. Anyways, we gotta talk about the big news. But yeah, so guys, any questions, concerns, or whatever, send super chats. I'll read through as much chat as possible. Like Tyrone saying, just $1 a month to support the channel, or just send super chats. Great way to support the
Also, hi
content.
guys, I'm here now. It's a Sunday, so I'm actually free today.
Wow, you're actually live. Wow, people are wondering.
Yeah. Also, personal update, guys. Good news. I'm about to start week 18, which means I'm about 60% of the way through my training now.
Damn.
For anyone who's interested in knowing when I'll be back.
All right. Ben Cynics for 2. God bless Pope Leo the 14th. Yeah, so that's kind of the well, we'll talk about that stuff mostly tomorrow because we stream like usual tomorrow. But yeah, Pope Leo the 14th. I think listen, I have faith in him. I have a lot of faith in Pope Leo. I think he's doing a great job early on.
Pope Leo is an interesting naming convention because not only is he going to be talking about social issues, if you know anything about the history of the modern Catholic Church, it was Pope Leo the 13th who was extremely... He basically created Catholic social teaching as we know it and alternative methods to socialist and capitalist economics, which we already have. Marco Rubio historically speaking in favor of. So we could realistically see the Pope normalize dialogue about alternative economic models going forward, and that's really interesting because we already know that Vance is basically in the pocket of the American Mary Navarro.
Yeah, so again, like, guys, for those that don't know, Pope Leo the 13th was one of the most important popes in modern history. Just go look him up. He did a lot. But like Tyrone's saying, like,
also, it's pretty awesome we have an American pope, by the way.
Yeah, which I never thought was that
was going to happen. Thank you, President Trump. 40 months into your second term, and you've given us an American pope.
Yeah, Trump willed us to American pope. I mean, he memed it to death. He memed it to reality, actually. I mean, he said he wanted to be the pope.
No.
What?
Yeah.
But yeah, so...
No, I was going to say, fucking JD visits the Pope dies, JD goes to India, war breaks out.
I'm scared.
Now we just need to send JD to Ukraine or Taiwan.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I think Pope Leo is going to be a good pope. I like some of the stuff he's talking about, like what he's wearing. I think that's already a big upgrade. I mean, listen, I understand what Francis was trying to do with this. Dude, wear something halfway decent. Don't wear that crap all the time. That's ridiculous.
I think a lot of issues stemming... Ooh, sorry, I just lost my breath. A lot of issues with Francis were the fact that he doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
The fact that we now have a pope who speaks English as his first language is going to go a very long way in effectively communicating the Catholic Church's position on a lot of things, especially in the English-speaking world and the United States, where we kind of have a bit of an issue with that.
Yeah, that's
especially like evangelical boomers that are like, Antichrist, Francis was a socialist, the Catholic Church supports immigrants.
It's just like the guys.
The same old boomer slop dialectic.
Yeah, and that's gonna be more of tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow will be focused on Israel and stuff, but I have faith in the church. I think we picked a great guy, and it sounds like it was the conservatives who got him elected. It sounds like it was Burke and Dolan. So, you know,
He's
that's
better than Francis. We know this
yeah,
to be true.
that's just by his messaging alone. He's already talking old Latin. He's saying all the prayers in Latin. You know, he's talking clear, coherent. It's like
Also worth noting that he actually protected traditional Latin Mass in Peru when Francis started crackdowns. So
he actually adhered
take
to. I
from
think
that.
he actually practiced
Take
it.
from that. Yes, he did.
So
He celebrated communion at a Tridentine parish in rural Peru.
which again, I'm not saying the Latin Mass is for sure gonna be coming back. Like I think they're gonna get rid of the restrictions, which are just stupid. But I'm glad to see a pope that's not like hostile towards it, which I've always had issues with. But we'll see. All right, Jackson Bass for 2. Chicago produced a pope before a 4,000-yard passer. Yeah, the Bears have yet to have a 4,000-yard passer, yet they have a pope, right?
Chicago has produced a pope and a president, but not a 4,000-yard passer.
Oh my gosh, that's Chicago for you. Chicago Bears, everybody. Let's see. Dolan is not a conservative. Guys, he's like center right. That's Dolan. But all right. The big news of today, though, came from I think it was Switzerland, right?
Right.
Oh, hello, John.
Geneva. Hey. I forgive my audio quality. I'm having to kind of sit in a bed with my legs elevated, so I can't be at a computer desk right now.
But
he's dead.
Stuff happened. Anyways, yeah, we got news out of Geneva, and it was after I think about 10 hours of deliberations, 8 hours yesterday, and a couple of hours today. Scott Bessent and Jameson Greer came out and announced that we have a trade deal with China. The main thing I want to mark about this is we have slightly mixed signals as to what exactly is going on here. That won't be clarified until tomorrow when we get the briefing. But it's one of two things. It's been suggested that we're potentially lowering tariffs down to 80%, which is still a massive tax on China, but would be feasible, I'm assuming, for certain categories of products to make it back over to the States. So there's like a de-escalation possibility there with maybe some agreements from China to back off some of their nefarious trade practices. The other thing that's being proposed is actually, and it was from Trump's mouth, from Trump's the Truth Social, that we may be going into a full trade reset with China, and the implications for that are kind of insane. And so there's not. It's really hard to tell exactly what's going on right now, but there's two possibilities: just a simple de-escalation, so that business actually restarts, or a full trade reset. And we just have to really kind of sit tight and see what details we can get, because it's crazy either way, though.
Yeah, and again, for those that are saying, "Oh, there's no deal done," I think Representative Greer, Ambassador Greer, he said, where is it? And we're confident that the trade deal we stuck. So they say right here that there's a deal. Now, when they say a deal, I'm not saying that means we for sure are going to have no tariffs or whatever. That's not what I'm saying. I'm guessing this is like stage 1 of the trade negotiations.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we'll back off some of the tariffs, and you stop some of your bullshit you're pulling, and work from there. So that's what it sounds like to me. I could be wrong, but we'll know tomorrow. So, all right, Lord Rhino for 5. He's going to execute order at 1488 and resurrect the Roman Empire. That's real. That is real. Sean Jeremiah for 2. What do you think about Buddy Carter for Senate? I'm hoping for Mike Collins. Is he going to run? I think he's going to run, right?
He's going to run.
Mike Collins is just about the only other candidate other than like Brian Kemp who could probably feasibly beat Ossoff, but I don't think Kemp would have beaten Ossoff. I'm sorry. I'm with Yeet. I'm dooming on the Georgia race.
We're in trouble. Hey, MTG's not running, so that's already an upgrade.
Yeah.
All right.
The only thing that MTG would have done if she was the nominee would shift it from like lean D to safe D.
Yeah, I agree.
And probably would have cost us the governor race, arguably.
Oh yeah, that was a concern. It would have killed us down ballots. I mean, guys, all these people are saying, "Oh, we need MTG for Senate." Did she underperform Trump in by 15 points or whatever?
Yes.
So
yeah, I think Trump won that district by like 45 or so. I think she won it by 30, 35.
So okay, you're telling me that's like the most MAGA part of the state, right? Correct?
Yeah.
And
Yep,
you're underperforming
yeah.
Trump there? What do you think's gonna happen in Atlanta? I don't even want to see what happens in like Cherokee County or whatever. That would be a disaster.
Cherokee and Forsyth could arguably be within like 10.
Yeah, so it's like I don't want to see that happening. Is Scott Jennings running? Yeah, he's running. That's what I've heard. We'll see.
Yeah, he'll almost certainly get Trump's endorsements. Which, like I said, Nate
He
Morris
kind of already did.
Yeah, he got it. He's gonna run.
Yeah, Nate Morris just run for Congress or something. I don't know.
All right.
You got an open district in Lexington. Just run there.
All right, K-Cup for 5, May 8th, 490, apparition of St. Michael appeared in Gargano, 1884 to 1886, Pope Leo XIII gave us the prayer to St. Michael, May 8th, 2025, Pope Leo XIV. Yeah, I mean, that's what everyone's saying. It's like,
That's pretty cool.
I mean, it's happened like every time on May 8th. It's Pope Leo related, which that's part of the reason I think they picked them, but we'll see. We'll see. Charlie Howard for 5. In hockey news, Hurricanes shut out Capitals 4-0 in Game 3 in Raleigh. Canes lead series 2-1. Go Canes. I haven't really watched the playoffs this year. I should have, but...
I just support my Catholic brothers so much now that we have an American Pope. Make America...
Catholic.
No, fuck off, you papist scum.
It's, you know, I love that, you know, there's that piece of propaganda for like 200 years where it's like the Pope's like taking over America.
The know nothing?
I can pull that up.
Yeah, the know nothing one.
Yeah, it's like the Pope's like look
Wait,
at the
what do you
map.
mean propaganda? It was happening.
Oh,
That's
gosh.
why we elected agnostic Abe.
Anyways,
All right, I need to calm down before John murders me.
I think it's more like. Well, I think it's more.
You're
why we
just,
elected Herbert
Tyrone.
Hoover.
I'm gonna be honest. You're kind of more annoying than some of the Catholics on the timeline. I'm gonna be really honest there,
hey,
Mr. Anglican over there. You're kind of more annoying.
Oof.
How about I just blow my head off, huh?
Okay, anyways, Yoshi Fan Nick for 2. Rap, did
I'm
you
not
hear
blowing my
MTG's
head
not ready for Senate? Yeah, MTG's not running, thank God. But yeah, so this is the piece of this is the image I'm referring to. I got it right here. I love it. It's like this is so accurate now. This is from like the 1890s, I think. Yeah. So I love it. The thing is, it's like, isn't like half of Trump's cabinet Catholic? Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. This has to be like one of the most Catholic administrations ever.
Oh, it's the most Catholic.
You'd have to think. Yeah.
Because I don't know, we second most.
JFK maybe.
I don't know. America was discovered by a Catholic, by the way.
So true.
Wow. America was discovered by a Catholic before Protestantism existed.
Before the Protestant Reformation.
That's real. Yeah, the Catholics, we discovered America because there weren't any Protestants. Which, speaking of Protestants, guys, the Protestants last, like not every Protestant, but I'm talking more like the boomer evangelicals last week. What the fuck are they into? I want to know. What the fuck do they read? Because I don't think they read the Bible that much.
Like, have you ever watched like old commercials from Fox News from like the 1990s and early 2000s?
I don't think
like
I
all
want
these
to.
like, well, there's like if you go like look for like old ads from like on YouTube, there's like these Krakow spiritual stuff. Like,
Ew.
you know, there's sometimes rapture literature, sometimes like other really freaky deaky stuff. Like none of it makes any sense. Extremely heretical. But yeah, no, I mean, like it when you ask like what do evangelicals read, it's just like
Crack.
anything, and like if you knew, you would be horrified, but it's just not worth. It's like gazing into the abyss. You don't really want to stare too long.
You don't want to fuck with that shit.
Yeah, it's like this meme. I've had to post this so much the past like couple weeks. Like every day there's a new one. They find this like weird heresy from like it wasn't a heresy 2,000 years ago, and no one even agreed with it. But it's like, oh yeah, now everyone thinks that's the case. It's like, no,
Yeah.
Christ isn't actually divine. You know, they're actually there's no Trinity or some bullshit.
We've discovered fucking something earlier again.
Which one's the one that deals with the nature bullshit? Is that the Nesrism or something?
Gnosticism?
No.
What nature is evil?
No, there's like one that deals like the Christ is like divinity and stuff. It's like, oh, actually they were created differently or something.
Well, like I think maybe you're talking about like Sabellianism or something.
Yeah, I can't remember. There's like one where it's deals like the natures of Christ.
Civilianism? I don't deal with civilians. I'm in the army.
No. I can go down the list. There was some people being kind of Nestorian on the timeline, which is where
that's what it is.
That's the heresy that there's two Jesuses. There's a Jesus of Nazareth who's a human, and then there's Christ who's divine.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, no, you're supposed to believe they're one person in Christ, not two people, divine, one human.
And there's some studies that came out, I looked into it, it's like half evangelicals don't even think the Trinity's real or something. It's like, what the hell? What am I reading?
Right. Well, that's because when we went through the fourth wave of Christianity, which was like, Pentecostalism and the charismatic movement, like a lot of people fell out on the Holy Spirit being a person. And they kind of, because he's a very anonymous person in terms of like his identity in the Gospels, but they basically believe that instead of a person, that the Holy Spirit's like a force, like an energy.
I hate this. I am Muda's joined the channel. Thank you so much, good sir. Yeah, it's Arianism's up there. Nestorianism is up there. Yeah, it's all bullshit. They dealt this 2,000 years ago. They're still fighting over it now. Really? That's your plan? All right. Let's see. What was the pan body stuff you heard? What? James O'Keefe's full of shit. That's what I'm gonna say. He is full of so much shit. No one should ever listen to James O'Keefe again. For those that don't know, I posted something a couple days ago where I heard that there was something bad on pan body coming out from O'Keefe, and it was nothing. It was literally fucking nothing.
Well, like Prince Andrew is like the same Prince Andrew stuff again, or basically.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that's one thing. Post that, fine. But they were saying like Pam Body was covering stuff up and she wasn't. It was like a video of like, oh, she talked about it the day before or something.
Wow, investigative journalists are full of shit. Imagine my shock.
I don't know.
And apparently he had like a private party or something.
Yeah, and like, he's in Miami like celebrating. It's like, dude, don't hype people up with something that serious. Don't.
Oh, we got a big shock coming. It's literally the same Prince Andrew stuff.
Yeah, we knew about this for like 5 years. It's like, fine, you confirm it on paper, on video. That's one thing, but that's not what you promised. All right. Evangelical Jedi Temple sounds hilarious. Oh, I don't even know what that is. I'm scared.
I think he's because I said the Force, like the Holy Spirit's the Force.
Yeah.
What do you mean the Holy Spirit isn't the Force?
Oh gosh. Let's see. It was her talking to her friend about something that wasn't classified. Yeah, it was like 2 days before they had the announcement of like they found more documents and like they're talking about it in private. It's like, really? That's your bombshell? Wow, they waited 2 days.
I don't know. James O'Keefe has been weird ever since he had the split, because like he had a bunch of other people he worked with on Project Veritas, right? And then they split off and started doing their own thing. He's been weird ever since then.
Let's see. Is it Buddy Carter pro environment? I don't know what to think about Buddy Carter. Not enough, I should say. But
I've heard he's not that great, but
okay, I'm reading more, and apparently this is, from the sounds of it, this trade deal stuff that was the point of the stream, that it sounds like it's gonna be just a stage 1 thing. It's just gonna be like the groundwork. But it's a deal. It's an actual deal, not just, oh, it's we may do something in 5 months. So it sounds like it's a real deal. Anyways, who do we have to replace Bondi with? I would say, if as a fuck you to Tom Tillis.
Matt Gates.
No, Ed Martin, but it's never gonna happen. But I feel so bad for Ed Martin. You guys hear about that?
No.
Oh my, he got. Okay, let me pull this up. So Ed Martin was the attorney of DC. Yeah, he was a district attorney of DC. He's a great guy. He's done a great job. And this asshole Tom Tillis, he stopped him from being confirmed. So he was like a temporary pick. Let me pull this up. Yeah. So how it works is Trump got to pick Ed Martin as like the interim pick, and he's done a great job. He's going after people, and he's a nice guy. And Tom Tillis sank his nomination. Well, what Trump did is he just made him like the deputy attorney general. It's like the third highest position at the DOJ. They can't do anything about it now. So, yeah, played.
Yeah, this is like zero. What do you call it? Zero foresight, zero intuition. Like this was bound to happen. Like, why, if Trump has an extremely valuable resource like Ed Martin, why would it be wasted? Like, even if you're too stupid to let him do the job that he's pretty much built for. And now the new like DC judge is going to be freaking the news anchor from Fox, Judge Janine.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's the new district attorney. But I think that's what Trump's going to do. Just every 100 days, like, oh, I'm going to pick somebody different. That's what he's going to do.
Oh, wait, he's only a temporary pick or what?
Yeah, it's only because freaking the Senate got confirmer. That's a problem.
Well, Tillis immediately was like, "Oh yeah, I'll confirm Judge Janine."
Oh,
So I guess
Janine being from Fox News, that'll probably get like the boomer senators to vote.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, I saw it on Fox News last night. I gotta vote yes.
No, like my mom is in love with Judge Janine. Like every time I call her, she tells me what like the latest thing Judge Janine said. So that boomers love her. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, but now it's like Ed Martin is even more powerful, and Tom Tillis better be very careful. That's what I'm gonna say. What?
You remember that one clip of her from like a few years ago? My resolution: airstrikes.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Bomb them. Keep bombing them.
We kill them. We need to kill them. I love that clip so much. I have it saved. I can post it. I have it saved on my phone.
Why you? Oh, of course you got it saved. Oh, good lord.
Because sometimes I use it when I argue with people on Twitter.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, now the bomb them quote. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think that was from like 2014 or something.
We need to kill them.
Well, you know the
she was so fucking real for saying that.
The funny thing about the Tom Tillis stuff is like I think it was Dad a Republican. She uncovered how like Tom Tillis was involved in like a big fraud in real estate. So good luck.
Yeah, now he's being targeted again for primary. So.
Bye. You freaking dumbass. What do you think was gonna happen? You opposed Ed Martin. Now he's in charge of. He's actually more powerful now. He can do more stuff. You just get more power.
Yeah, like prosecuting Tom Tillis. I'm kidding.
He might. I mean, he might actually go after Tom Tillis. I just feel so bad for Ed Martin. He's a good guy. He's doing a good job. He reduced crime in DC by like 25% in like 2 months. And they get rid of him? Really? Let's see. Laura Trump would win North Carolina. I think she would. I think Tom Tillis screwed himself over. This is stupid. Because, I mean, every tweet now he posts, it's still the same stuff. It's people bitching about Ed Martin. It's like every tweet of his. People are just saying, you oppose Ed Martin. Yeah, you pro-Trump.
By the way,
the rhinos are not prepared for the new landscape. The rhinos are not prepared for this landscape of like Republican voters actually being aware of what they're doing and then actually voting in response. And they're just kind of banking and hoping that the online rumbles are just online.
Nope.
But as we learned at the 2024 election, it's becoming a lot closer integrated than it was in the past. And yeah, no, if he has a strong primary contender, then he's honestly kind of cooked. If nothing changes.
What was the name of that one football guy? Bo something?
Oh, Bo Hines?
Run Bo Hines against him.
Bo Hines for Senate. Bo Hines lost a very winnable race, so I don't know.
All right, let's see.
By the way, Rap, also during your break, do you hear about the new Kanye song?
Anyways, we're not going to talk about that.
I do not want to talk about that song.
Anyways,
That song is
that's
stupid.
a definition of cooked. Like Kanye's cooked completely. He's cooked. But here's what I'll say though. Here's what I'll say about that. Like, you may not like the song, but the fact that all the platforms are censoring it, that's stupid. That's my take on it. But
If you want like a quick recap, Michael Knowles made a quick video on it, and he basically explains how sad the video is. But like the like TLDR is like he complains about not having access to his nitrous gas that is like frying his brain. He says he's full of rage and anger. He's not getting his kids back. By the way, he's like rapping about how he's full of rage and anger and where are his illegal drugs while complaining about not getting his kids back.
oh my god,
Always a great formula, especially what followed that. So, I think if you want, there's a quick video for Michael Knowles if you want the full story.
Let's see. Trump PAC raised $400 million. I saw that. Yeah, they raised $400 million. Holy shit! Hey, where's the Democrat fundraising numbers at? Usually they make a big deal about that. Where's the money at?
Like, that's what happens when you tease a 2028 run for president. You get all the
oh my gosh, $400 million. I mean, excuse me. I don't think I've seen any fundraising numbers from Democrat side. I've seen nothing. Usually they make a big deal. Oh, we raised $600 billion. But
I mean, they probably donated their life savings to Cory Booker after the speech. But...
They probably all the money's gone. Isn't that funny though? It's like, oh, US aid is gone, and HHS is controlled by RFK, and suddenly the money dries up. I wonder why.
Also, New Jersey Democrats might have a new front-runner for governor.
Yeah, Baraka, is it?
Yeah.
Barack?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Barack Obama?
No, different Baraka.
It's the mayor of Newark.
He got arrested. Well,
when was Barack Obama elected mayor of Newark?
Oh gosh, a different Barack.
But,
God, Michael.
Oh my. Anyways,
but like the one thing I wanted to say about that story, it's really important that you guys understand this is a major shift because we have control of all the money. MAGA has control of all the money, not the rhinos, because VP Vance is the RNC like financial chair, right? And Trump has like $400 million to play in 26. It's a very interesting question of how different midterms are when we actually get to control where the money goes to which candidate.
Well, I mean, that's the big thing. Listen.
Is that yay? Is that yay?
No, it's Luke.
No, it's not yay. It's just Luke.
K count for 5. So if we see China candidate U.S. in a trade deal, Trump wins. Who's gonna visit Luke in the hospital? You guys are gonna take shifts? Oh gosh. Well, speaking of the devil, Luke just joined the stream.
Hello.
Yeah, dude. I don't know why everyone's acting like I'd be mad. I'm glad there's a deal.
Let's see here.
This is what I want.
Hold on. Randy Fine would move to Israel. We recognize Palestine. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But yeah, do you guys see the thing that Randy Fine has in front of his office? You guys see that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What is it? The arrow of like Sion or something? I don't know.
Hold on. I gotta pull it up.
Well, he's the hammer of Zion in Congress, you know, so he's got to have a
I gotta pull this up.
visualization of that.
Let's see. Yeah, he posted this. It's the Hebrew hammer.
The hammer of Zion.
Oh, yeah. Not that stupid fucking meme again.
The hammer of Zion.
Oh yeah. So, did you guys see the story about Trump potentially taking a Qatari plane as the new Air Force One?
Take it. Why not? Take the money and run. I hope he does it.
I mean, out of everyone, I don't think Qatar's gonna be trying to kill our president, so I guess it's fine.
I don't know. It's one of those things where the next couple days will be very interesting in the Middle East, which, again, we'll talk more about that tomorrow with the Palestine stuff, which, all I'm going to say is I think Israel fucked themselves big time here. I don't know what Bibi said during a meeting, Netanyahu. What the fuck did he say to Trump?
You will go to war with Iran or something.
Oh my god, what a
No,
dumbass.
I will say though, Trump has seemed to get a lot more Israel skeptic since the whole Mike Waltz situation.
Well, that's what I've been hearing. That's what I'm hearing.
I think the Mike Waltz situation that he was basically just giving information to Israel.
Well, I've
like,
heard.
I think
from what I've heard, again, it's not a confirmation. From what I've seen and heard, apparently it's a lot worse than just the signal stuff. And even when he was talking to Netanyahu, apparently it's a bigger scandal that they've
Well, no,
uncovered.
wasn't he like just giving information to the
was.
Israelis?
Yeah, he was just giving it to them.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like,
that makes sense. Yeah, I knew full well the signal chat was not the full reason he got
it's
I
a
think it
much
has
bigger
way more to
scandal.
do with him just giving info to another
Well,
nation.
Oh yeah,
I mean, Trump let him off the hook when the signal stuff came out. So
Yeah, he let him off the hook, but then remember, something came out with the Netanyahu. It's like, wait, you're giving him information behind the closed doors and going behind the president's back? Wait, what the hell?
I'd also like to point out a lot of people a lot of people seem to have forgotten that he was caught following gay black porn accounts on Twitter.
What does this have to do with anything?
that is true.
Mike Waltz,
Okay.
he was caught following.
Tyra,
Yeah.
going back to old school politics, Mike Waltz is a degenerate, and
He's a
we're gonna
degenerate.
get rid of him.
All right, let's see. Waltz wasn't fired, he was demoted. Guys, being the UN ambassador is basically being fired. You do nothing.
I'm not joking, by the way. That was actually something that happened.
Yeah, I
I have the
know.
receipts.
Rich Bears.
Mike Waltz got fired in the way that prevents Mike Waltz from being bribed and writing a book about Trump.
Yeah, I'd
That's
be like, okay,
basically
dude,
it.
you can keep your pension and salary, just go to the UN and shut up. That's what he did. Let's see. Rich Bears been running against Tillis. Fuck that. Listen, I don't know what some of those people are smoking lately with the Pope stuff, but Jack Passabic blocked me, by the way. Speaking of those people, I got it blocked.
Yeah, this guy did like a 180 on the Pope when he found out.
I'm sick of these people. I'm so damn. I have to make a documentary on these people. Like, what do you call them? It's like the grifter right or something.
Yeah, the grifting right.
That's what they are.
Remember Pasovic? How he spent like the entirety of 2022 trying to tank us in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
No, he was like, "Don't vote for us." He met Michelle Obama, and she was on his show. Like, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
does
like-
Trump. And obviously, that got hidden.
But now Jack Passabic, anyone can look this up. I don't think he deleted it yet, but remember the first day that Pope Leo was elected, he said Pope Leo is a far left radical. He's going to destroy the Catholic Church. He's going to allow abortion. Cernovich and Barris, all of them. And 5 minutes later, they found out that his brothers were pro-Trump, and that makes him automatically a good pope. Really?
I mean, these people are fucking idiots for trying to fit. Like, I don't know. It leaves a particularly bad taste in my mouth when you are trying to qualify the Bishop of Rome, the most powerful bishop in the fucking world, like the most important religious figure in the world. It leaves a very bad taste in my mouth when you're trying to qualify whether or not he's going to be good or bad hours after the beginning of his pontificate, purely based on whether or not he would have voted for Trump. Like, that is so world.
Right after Francis died, they were calling on the conclave to elect a pro-Trump pope.
Yeah.
Yeah, these people are so worldly minded. They are. I don't want to say they're not going to enter the kingdom of heaven, but it's not looking good for them right now.
And I'm going to say one thing. It's these people. I'm getting sick of them. Like, as someone that's actually Catholic and trying to like adhere to the faith, I'm sick of these people. Every damn time something happens, they always come out of the woodwork. But suddenly, oh no, we love the Pope now. He's actually based.
Yeah, pro-Trump pope, as in he basically takes the word of like Trump rather than the word of God.
This is insane. And like, I can't listen. You cannot seriously compare the politics of America to be the Pope. You just can't. How can anyone make that comparison? It's completely
because the people are terminally online and politics brained. They don't go to church enough, and if they do go to, remember, there are people in the midst of us who go to church to go through the motions, but they don't actually believe that strongly in their heart.
Yeah.
That's just the unfortunate case, and there are a lot of grifters. There are a lot of the based right-wing grifters who are like that. A lot of these people, keep in mind, were also at varying levels, lower levels, embedded with the previous right-wing grift. Like, a lot of these people worked at a lower level for yesterday's grifters and establishment. It's only after Trump came out that a lot of these guys became the big based MAGA influencers.
Breaking news! You guys don't have to talk about the gay stuff anymore. Donald Trump says My next truth
Yeah, I
will be
heard
the
about this.
most important and impactful I have ever issued.
What is gonna post?
What do you think it's about?
It's gonna be either.
He's going. They're announcing the fucking execution of Will Stancil. Thank God.
Oh gosh, no. It'd be funny if it's like it's either gonna be a shit post, or it's be like he's gonna recognize Palestine. Watch. All right, we'll go for a little bit longer because of this. In Article 5, the anti-Catholic Protestants and mad trad Catholics want to keep the grift going. Yeah, they do. It's a grift. And again, I'm not going to question Pastabic's religious affiliation because he claims to be a Catholic, but dude, how can you claim to be a Catholic but 5 minutes later bash the Pope when he got elected because of a
You know,
retweet?
if I'm going to predict what his next truth is going to be, I mean, honestly, until he actually posts it, it's probably just going to be some like sale or something, like a crypto or like
No.
or...
He says it's going to be the most impactful and most important. You really think he would do crypto with that?
Well,
Yes.
to be fair, in 2023, he was hyping up how there was this huge announcement coming, and then he just released those Trump NFTs. You know, so
I'm very
I
curious.
forgot about the Trump NFTs.
Oh gosh.
Of course you did.
that was hilarious though, because like everyone was acting like after that happened that he was like washed up. His like he was just dead.
Let's see.
Like I remember that everyone was.
While I agree with most of the sentiment, the current Pope has voted multiple times in federal elections, and he probably voted Trump. That's the funny thing about this. He probably voted Trump in 24. So what the hell are they talking about?
Like, I think if you ever voted Democrat, it was probably for like Obama in 2008. But I mean,
he was never going to vote for Harris. He might have voted like RFK or whatever. I don't know. Who cares? Who cares? Like, you cannot compare the political beliefs of somebody and the religious beliefs. You just can't. It's stupid.
Oh yeah, Rap. I'll tell you this because you might like it. It also came out that I think his parents were from Racine.
Yeah.
So Wisconsin representation. You know.
Robert Serra had been
Did they move from there to Dolan, Illinois? Because I thought they said like
yeah, they did.
Yeah, okay.
So
his family roots were in Racine, Wisconsin.
Yes, Wisconsin won something for once. Anyways, if Robert Serra had been elected Pope, grifters like Pasabic would have called a DI Pope. Yeah, that's it. I was waiting for that. A real text. Mm-hmm. Weren't you keeping a list?
Yeah, I was basically. Well, I mean, it's probably not anymore because he's not Pope.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah. But I think Sarah and Burke are kind of happy who they got. I mean, they're clearly happy when they got it.
But yeah, I mean, I was basically like bookmarking tweets calling Sarah DEI hire.
These freaking people.
But yeah, I mean, had he become Pope, yes.
Oh my, that would be awful. Let's see. The last Pope was a commie on every level. What?
Francis.
Oh my god.
No, Pope Francis was not a communist. He may have been an ideological Peronist, but honestly, I'm just gonna fucking say it. I don't really blame Pope Francis for having a left-leaning bent, because when you actually read about what happened while he was Pope in Argentina, or not Pope, while he was a bishop in Argentina, yes. Do you guys know about his time in Argentina, like the time frame he was? What do you call it? I'm trying to remember what the exact position was.
Okay, hey, I just saw this thing about the Pope's brother again. Did you know he's a Nixon truther?
Wait, what?
Look at check it out. I put it in general. He's a Nixon truther.
Oh my! And Roger Stone has to be blocked.
That's weird.
Doesn't Roger Stone hate the Pope as well? Or
I don't know. I'm blocked by a lot of people. A lot of like the MAGA grifters. So
I just found out. So Jordan Peterson has a new show coming out called Parenting.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, and I saw this quote tweet, and he actually rated Jordan Peterson, and he's basically talking about how his daughter slept with Andrew Tate.
All right. So I want to talk about. I want to mention, like, I want to talk about Pope Francis for just a little bit. I want to shine some light on this for some people. I want you motherfucker. Oh,
what?
Who left? No, it was Luke. Okay. The dude was a priest during the Dirty War. I'm not going to get too into what the Dirty War was with Argentina, but I'm not really going to blame him for having the left-leaning beliefs he had when he was literally having to defend priests and churchgoers from right-wing state-sponsored terrorism for over a decade. Like, I would like to see other people try and cope with that.
Yeah. Well, I think Francis, what he was trying to do is like he wanted to grow the church.
I'm
but
not the biggest fan of.
yeah,
I'm not a fan of Francis. I don't like how left-leaning he was at the end of the day, but I think it's important to have context for why he was like that.
His problem was like I think he tried to like. I don't think he was. I don't know what the word is, but anyways. K-Cup for 5. My liberal friends wanted Asian Francis because they wanted abortion to transfer into faith. Also said Francis was the most tolerable pope ever. Yeah, I mean, they wanted Tangle. What the frick is name?
That dude was a parent. By the way,
that would have been absolutely awful.
Listen, John, I would have
apparently he's a gambling addict too.
Yeah, that's what killed him.
Yeah. But yeah, I understand there were a lot of problems and he wasn't going to get elected, but yeah, no, that would have been bad.
Listen, John, I would guarantee that if he won, I think a lot of people become Orthodox.
Oh gosh, yeah, no. I think everybody I think even the people in the conclave were like, this is like going to create more problems than it helps. Something like that. I don't know.
They either would have converted to Orthodox or become Seeds. So
something like that. Yeah, no. I guess the one thing I'll say, I was trying to like make a list of like positive things to say, and like one of the things that I've seen other people mention, it's just like there's a lot of different environmental variables that have changed between when Pope Francis took the throne and when Pope Leo took the throne. And he has a very different personality. People have pointed that out, that he's a very starkly different personality type. And I think that opens the doors for Leo to make a lot of like marginal improvements to the current status of both the Vatican and the Catholic Church as a whole. Like there's just a lot of like common sense reform stuff he can do to help out both their finances and also their evangelism.
Well, him not living that shitty apartment alone helps him, which I hated that quote so much. It's like, oh, Pope Francis was humble because he lived in the apartment. That cost the Vatican like tens of millions a year. It was a nicer apartment anyways, so it's a scam.
Yeah. Oh, is it possible Trump's truth could be about habeas corpus?
Ooh,
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh!
Come on!
No!
Come on, Trump, do it! And speaking of that, you guys see what the Lincoln Project posted yesterday?
I was literally about to say, did you guys see the Lincoln Project writing about him threatening to suspend habeas corpus, and everyone was like, "How are you being intentionally dense?"
Hold up, Riley Moore for 5. So much for the Democrats saying, "Oh, the prices are going to be more expensive among us with a trade war with China." Let's go, Trump. K-Cup for 2. Also, kind of funny they called him Asian Francis. Yeah, that's what they saw him as. They just saw him as a continuation of Francis. Actually, worse. Because at least Francis said no to female deacons and stuff. So, yeah, I found the tweet right here. The Lincoln Project suspended habeas corpus. Look, let that sink in. Do they not understand who they're named after? What did Abraham Lincoln do in like 1863? Was it 63?
Something like that, yeah. Or it's possible the truth could be like the China deal, because I don't think Trump himself said anything about it.
We'll see. Let's see, Rap. Do you see all the leftists heartbroken that they did get a pro-abortion, pro-gay marriage pope? I relish in their tears for wanting to destroy our church. Well, the thing that always irks me with these people is they're never going to convert. Sorry, they're never going to. So even if you give them everything they want, they're just going to say, no, we're not involved. So what's up? Who cares what they think? Who cares? They're full of shit. Anyways. Tangle would have shifted the church to the left more than even Francis did. Oh, he would have been awful. I'm sorry. I'm going to say that right off. He would have been awful. Let's see here. Lincoln arrested journalists. Yeah, I mean, he arrested a bunch of people. All right.
Yeah, he basically, any newspaper that was printing stuff that said bad things about Lincoln, he arrested. And then, like, to make sure that he won the midterms and, like, anything else that he needed, he would literally just send troops to the state that needed votes, and he would have the troops vote in the state so that he could get his senators or whoever else elected that he needed.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, but of course, it's emergency,
That's
the
emergency.
country
No,
crisis.
guys, don't worry. It's democracy.
Well, I mean, the thing that I always want to tell people about history, it's important to know. People write that off and they say, well, Lincoln did all that stuff because of emergency powers. Emergency powers was a European concept. It didn't exist in the American political system. And the other thing I want to point out is every single time that the federal government has taken gross amounts of power that have made our lives worse was all used under basically emergency powers. It's only up till now, like Trump is using emergency powers to actually fix the country instead of, make it worse.
Yeah.
He's using emergency powers basically to jack our energy production into like 2000%, which is really funny. But yeah, no. Most of the time, emergency power has been used in U.S. history to make the federal government the bloated monster it is today. So, ugh.
All right. Let's see. It is kind of funny how leftists are now having to state the Confederate States were sovereign. Yeah, that's what they say. It's like the Confederate States were actually sovereign all along. Anyways,
The Democrats are going back to their roots, boys.
oh my gosh, I every time I hear that, I just cringe.
It's a really fucking stupid argument. People who try to relitigate the Civil War are fucking stupid. We live in a America where that shit is long gone. I just don't even like discussing it for the most part.
All right, we are still waiting on the Trump news. I don't think it's until I end the stream, so it's one of those things where he waits till last.
He's actually waiting for you to end the stream to do it.
He's waiting. He's sitting and planning.
He's lying in wait.
Oh gosh. I love how everyone blames Trump, but don't blame the Democrats protecting criminals from human trafficking. Well, yeah, I mean, it's like, it's not good. Hold up, we got breaking news.
The
Not
come
Trump
out,
news,
or-
but it's related to Israel, and I think we got some. I think we get some confirmation that Israel stuff's real. So according to Barack Ravid, he is a global correspondent for Axios, and a CNN analyst, he said Hamas is expected to announce today that it will release Israeli-American hostage, Eden Alexander, a source familiar with the issue, told me. And apparently Israel was not involved with this. Interesting.
So,
Well, yeah, I mean, the latest news I had heard from Israel is that they were basically completely giving up on trying to get hostages, which I think is part of what increased tensions between Trump and Bibi.
Yeah, that was one of the big reasons. It's like, wait, you promised us you're gonna get the hostages, and you're not.
Well, that's almost the entirety of the American interest in this conflict, besides keeping the Middle East peaceful, was like, well, can we get our citizens back? Can we get our hostages?
More people before we could do that.
once again, the picture that I just sent.
That's real. You know, it's gonna be kind of funny in a couple weeks if we announce we recognize Palestine. How will leftists react? Are they gonna put a bunch of Israeli flags in their bio?
No, because he's probably not going to recognize the Hamas government or anything.
Oh,
So the leftists will claim that he's citing that he's basically recognizing the pro-Israel Palestine. I guess I don't know what the.
All right, cake up for 5. Wrap. All right, I think we're gonna end the stream here. Trump cracks open a Diet Coke. Okay, he's ending the stream. Get the truth ready to post. I feel like that at times. Every time I end the stream or go on break, it just some bullshit happens. Okay. We're waiting on President Trump to announce whatever it is. I'm hoping it's something big, not another scam.
I think they're watching you right. I think they're watching you right now.
Yep, they are.
Well, if it was China, then why would they say the debriefing was happening tomorrow? So that's the one thing. It's maybe it's something else.
We'll see. What if it is what if he recognizes Palestine on Mother's Day?
Another thing was that Thursday Putin is actually meeting with Zelensky. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, I saw that.
The announcement could also be that during the Middle East trip, he actually visits the West Bank.
I don't know.
And meets with a boss.
You know, how will the evangelical boomers react to this?
I mean, well, I will say they probably just go along with whatever Trump says at this point. But
Gosh,
so it's probably not. So it's probably not them you got to worry about. It's probably the people like Ben Shapiro or like
oh, they're gonna
maybe
lose
some of
their
the
shit.
or maybe like some of the Jewish voters in New York that we've gotten.
But it's like,
that could, yeah.
but the thing is, the funny thing is, a bunch of those Jewish voters they support Palestine. That's a funny thing about this. Like not every one of them, but there's a chunk that support Palestine. So, or a two-state solution, I should say. But will Randy Fight invade the Oval Office? He may just immigrate to Israel. He may just go back to Israel.
Who's going to Israel?
Randy Fight.
Oh, thank fuck.
We would all celebrate that day. Actually, I'll be kind of sad. Because the meme would disappear. Alright, we are waiting for President Trump to post something. He's not going to post it. Alright, Safe Arm Michigan. Yeah, that would make, like, how Republican would Dearborn, Michigan be?
You basically sacrifice Grand Rapids for Dearborn.
But Grand Rapids, like, would that really impact much in Grand Rapids?
I mean, we already lost it in one state anyway, so.
Yeah, so just run up in Detroit and Dearborn. And what's the other city? What's the other city in that area?
Hamtramck. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of a small one. It's like completely surrounded by Detroit, anyways. But
yeah, but Trump's gonna get like
Hey, what's up, Tubbs?
little Tubs.
Hey, what's up?
There
I'm
are
trusting the plan. What's up? I'm just
I
saying,
will
I'm
mention,
trusting.
but there's a lot of Muslims in like the other Detroit suburbs too, like and then all like other parts of Wayne County, and I think maybe Oakland as well. So
Right, if Trump
There's a
recognizes
lot of-
Palestine, then will Democrats
We're
become
talking about the Palestine thing.
So we're talking a little bit about that. We're waiting on Trump's announcement, but I think I'm gonna end the stream shortly. But we'll see. We'll see.
I think that if Trump recognized Palestine, it would piss off like the Hasidic Jewish voters types. I mean, there's not that many of them, but still, I was kind of worried about the electoral effects. Not that I really am emotionally invested in the Israel-Palestine conflict, but yeah.
Right. Unit Respected for 5. Did you see the Israeli crash out due to Trump? They're posting Trump and Hamas strip. Well, I mean, you guys see what Israel said? Apparently they're saying, oh, if you recognize Palestine, we'll do something bad. It's like, why would you say
What are they
that?
going to do though? They have like no.
we'll end APAC.
Oh, we'd be so owned. Oh, dear. We can't live without APAC. That'd be funny. Trump announced we were deporting Randy Fight to Yemen with an Israeli flag.
I wonder what. I wonder what the fans of a certain streamer are saying.
Okay,
Like,
shut up. Anyways, Israel's trying to drag us into World War III. that's one of the reasons I think Trump realized he had a big issue.
The White House is still posting the teaser. Is it gonna come out at some point? Come on.
Come on, post it.
Let's wait till like 2:00 Central, because maybe it's timed or something. I don't know.
We'll see. Trump, don't do a rally in Dallas. Yeah, stay as far as you can away from Dallas. Don't do a rally in Dallas. You know what? Just stay in the White House the next 4 years.
I'm coming to Fort Worth. I'm coming to Fort Worth.
I'm coming to Fort Worth. I'm coming to the Dallas, Arlington, Fort Worth metropolitan area. See very great Texan American Patriots.
Well, he wouldn't come to Dallas. He only come to Fort Worth, so he can, be close enough without actually going there. Anyways,
Trump.
although technically Trump's in the Dallas.
Yes, we saw the Trump truth. We are waiting for the announcement, but I don't think it's one of those things where it's going to happen right when I end the stream. It's going to happen.
What's the announcement? What do you guys think it's about?
I'm guessing it's either he's either suspending habeas corpus or
it's going to be suspension of habeas corpus. It's either that, it's going to be recognition of Palestine, and maybe coinciding with like a visit to the West Bank, or it'll be some kind of like crypto merch thing.
But okay, when it comes to the Palestine stuff, wouldn't you wait till he gets to the Middle East? Because isn't he having like a trip over there? He's going to Saudi Arabia, I think. Right?
Yeah, that might be when the announcement's taking place. So that could be.
He might be saying like the they agreed with the Palestinian government to deal with Hamas or
Or
something.
maybe this will be like an announcement of the announcement.
Yeah, I'd be like, stay tuned for my announcement in Saudi Arabia on the future of Palestine.
I mean, if
I have a
the
big-
if the Qatari if the people in Qatar were just like gifting him a gigantic freaking plane, maybe they agreed to like take over the reconstruction of Gaza or something.
My guess is like you made a deal with them saying, listen, if you guys deal with Hamas, we'll recognize Palestine. That's my guess.
David Carlson on Twitter just said, "I hope it's another crypto scheme so Mystery Grove can come back and spur another lib-right crash out. We're due for one."
Gosh.
Probably
We are
is.
still waiting for something.
5 minutes.
It's gonna either be like the biggest nothing burger ever, or to be like the biggest announcement ever. We'll see.
It's
Oh
gonna
my-
be habeas corpus.
Is
in my
it gonna be
opinion.
the Arabian Gulf? No. No,
The
please.
Persian Gulf sounds better, in my opinion, but it doesn't really
They're
matter.
just doing that. They're just doing that to piss off Iran.
Well, I think it's already recognized as the Arabian Gulf by Saudi Arabia. So
Yeah, he's just trying to do that to piss off Iran. So,
yeah.
I'm announcing the Barron Trump coin. Oh gosh, he's gonna recognize Palestine. We'll see. I think it's gonna coincide the Palestine stuff that came out. They're releasing hostages now. So
Could be.
North Korea. You know,
I've spoken with the leader of Hamas.
question:
I've
I've
Has
spoken with the leader of Hamas, whatever you call
has
it.
Trump even mentioned North Korea once this term?
I
I miss those
so,
tweets. I miss those tweets at like 2 in the morning.
Rocket Man.
Yeah, he's like, we're gonna bomb the shit out of Rocket Man. I got a bigger budget than you.
I want Trump to meet Kim Jong Un again. That was.
I think he's going to.
Yeah, I think
their
right now it's
friendship is
focused.
so
I don't think this is focused right now. I think right now it's
Deal with
Russia,
China.
Ukraine,
China,
Russia,
Ukraine,
Ukraine,
Israel.
yeah, and then North Korea will probably be like the latter half of the term.
Okay, can Red Lion shut his mouth? He
What's
better
he
not
saying?
tweet a damn thing, I swear! He's gonna unrecognize Kosovo. That's real.
Lol, the guy that's in charge, one of the guys in charge of Alberta Prosperity Project is saying that the announcement's about him.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, it's probably just a joke, but he's like saying, it better be about Alberta independence.
You know, that's getting steam, I think, right?
Okay, so Red Line posted the screenshot of the truth statement without
No!
actually making a prediction,
No!
which means there's not going to be a statement.
Well, okay, for those that don't know, this is the inside joke. Anytime Red Lion posts something, it's always nothing.
Well, anytime Real Texan posts something.
No, it's Red Lion, excuse me.
Well, sometimes it's me as well. I posted about the ceasefire, and then I started driving to Oklahoma City, and then I think I went and got gas, and then I heard, oh yeah, Pakistan launched missiles at India. So
Let's see. Inari for 5. Trump's announcement: newest brand of Trump sneakers, complete with Trump's hair. Oh gosh, we are waiting. We are currently waiting for anything.
you know, we could just do another emergency stream when the truth comes in.
No, I'm not gonna do a stream for that.
Do it.
I'm getting worse. in a
Eric
second.
Battery, just in Trump administration halts live cattle, horse, and bison imports at the southern border because of New World screwworm. Agricultural Secretary Brooke Rollins, the last time this devastating pest invaded America, it took 30 years for our cattle industry to recover. This will not happen again. This cannot happen
Is that
again.
the announcement?
No, it's not. This is from the Agricultural Secretary.
Cake up for 2. Trump is gonna give us the good news for Masters. Oh yeah, he's gonna give us good news for Masters. That's real.
Blake Masters is joining my administrator. I don't know, probably.
Please.
I mean, that'd be nice.
Please, I feel so bad for him. He got freaking Carrie Lake. If she kept her damn mouth shut,
Yeah, because Kerry like doesn't like him because he.
I'm never gonna forgive Lake for that. What she did to Blake Masters for Abe Hamadeh is just insane. But Glitch EV for 2. Real Texas Red Lion. Oh my god, that's real.
Yeah, totally.
If it's habeas corpus, we might get screwed. I don't think so, because if it's for illegal immigrants, Yeah, you know damn well they're just gonna start with, like, the most insane people or something.
Liberals are basically going to tell people to stop coming to the country altogether.
Oh, that sounds awful. Oh my gosh, let's do that.
Or as in, like, people, like, or, like, stop traveling to America because you're going to. That's probably what, like, the world, whatever, tourism board or something, whatever, if that even fucking exists. I don't know.
All right.
2 o'clock Central Time.
There's nothing.
Maybe it'll be 3 o'clock.
Shut the fuck up. We'll see.
Actually, wait. He tweeted it 29 minutes ago, so maybe it'll be 1 more minute. He tweeted it at 1. He tweeted it at 1:31, so maybe it'll be at 2:01 because he's fashionably late.
All right.
Or maybe True Social's gonna
The
crash.
announcements Trump's single book, The Art of the Deal 2. The Art of the Deal with it. Oh gosh. Yeah, Art of the Deal 2.
That actually wouldn't surprise me if he just wrote another book.
That would be hilarious. It's like, oh, Art of the Deal 2. How do you make a sequel to the first one? That's my question.
The Art of the Steal. Or sorry, no, The Art of the Finesse. The Art of the Finesse.
The Art of the Finesse. Oh my gosh. So we are waiting on something to happen. The announcement is, hold on. Part of the trade deal is the U.S. taking over Hong Kong. There's no way that's real. No way.
Yeah, let's take over Hong Kong. Sounds cool.
What's the worst that can happen? We just get shredded.
I think that was something we wanted to do in like 2019 during the protests.
Trump will resign. Oh, gosh. We are waiting on something to happen. I don't think anything ever happens.
Apparently, some announcement from Dan Bongino. I don't know if you want to talk about it.
Wait, what?
Dan Bongino just said, oh, yeah. FBI is working with the DOJ on the E-word case and is dealing with voluminous amounts of downloaded child
I'm not sure that stream.
Word abuse material. Voluminous, I don't know.
Yeah.
So basically, they're working on the FBI stuff. Like, I trust Dan Bongino, Cash Patel. I don't trust freaking Bondi, but
Bondi is probably having an affair with Hannity.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Doesn't Hannity already have like a woman 30 years younger than him to predate on? I mean, to do things with?
Well, he's been like,
well, I mean, before
that,
he had Lindsey Graham. So,
oh, gosh.
Lady Lindsey
with Lindsey Graham.
Ainsley Earhart. Yeah, Ainsley Earhart.
Let's see. You're not trust Pam Bondi. Don't trust her.
Okay, it's been 30 minutes and there's nothing. Okay.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen.
All
it's
right,
gonna happen
I
when I
guess
hit the
we're
stream.
gonna...
All right, everybody. So I'm getting worse by the second. My voice is dying. So I think it's a good time to kind of end the stream here. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends. What? And of course, join the channel today. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be more focused on the Pope stuff a bit more than the trade stuff. We get details. I think they said tomorrow morning.
And talking about what the actual truth is going to be.
Yeah. If it's something huge like he, I don't know what would make you want to start to stream back up. I don't know. All right. We'll see you guys next stream video.